To every NFL fan across the country, the start of every new season is like Christmas in September. Hope is everywhere, and excitement is sky high before week 1. But some fans have a reason to be more excited than others. Fans of teams like the Chiefs, Eagles, and Bengals have all seen their teams appear in or win the Super Bowl. For that reason, we won't be including the expected championship contenders on this list. In today's video, we'll be looking at talented dark horse contenders instead. Teams that have the pieces to take home the title, but probably aren't expected to appear in Super Bowl 58. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like and subscribe button for more great content. Kicking off today's list is our first dark horse pick, the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson is officially re-signed and ready to go for 2023, and he has an extremely talented bunch of receivers to throw to, including Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews, Odell Beckham Jr., Rashad Bateman, Nelson Aguilar, and rookie Zay Flowers. We still don't know what Ravens' new OC Todd Monken will be able to do with Lamar Jackson under center, but his specialty as a coordinator is running explosive spread offenses. Running back J.K. Dobbins will also be fully healthy and ready to go. He'll be a great two-way weapon for pounding the rock on the ground, as well as a great pass catcher in space. If Lamar can evolve from a running quarterback into a gunslinger under Monken's direction, the Ravens could become an absolute nightmare for not only the AFC North, but the entire league. You know the old saying, offense wins games, defense wins championships. Even if Jackson and his receivers thrive in this new system, Baltimore's defense will still need to catch up. The Ravens had the league's third best scoring defense last year, but their passing defense was like Swiss cheese. Baltimore gave up an average of 232 yards per game through the air, which ranked 25th in the league. Their defensive front also struggled sacking quarterbacks, as they ranked 20th in terms of quarterback pressure. The good news? The defense doesn't have to be elite. If the offense takes off and Baltimore has an above-average defense in 2023, this team will make some serious noise, not just in the AFC North, but across the rest of the NFL. The sky's the limit for the Ravens if they find their mojo. Jacksonville is proof that a bad team can turn into a winner if the people in charge know what they're doing. After a disastrous 3-14 campaign in 2021, Jags owner Shahid Khan fired Urban Meyer and went out and hired a winning head coach in Doug Peterson. The turnaround that happened the next year was nothing short of amazing. Not only did Jacksonville win the AFC South and pull off an absolute shocker with a playoff win over the Chargers, they also pushed the Chiefs to the limit before falling in the divisional round. Going into 2023, the Jaguars are hungry to not only return to the playoffs, but also make a deep run if they get there, and they'll have plenty of firepower to do it. Trevor Lawrence is coming off a Pro Bowl season. He threw 25 touchdowns to just 8 interceptions, while completing 66% of his passes and averaging 241 passing yards per game. Not only that, he also showed off his wheels by scoring 5 rushing touchdowns. On the ground, Travis Etienne rushed for over 1,100 yards and scored 5 touchdowns. The scary part? He's only 24 years old and is bound to get better. The team's star wideouts are young as well, with Zay Jones being the oldest at 28 years old. Jones and the other main wide receiver Christian Kirk combined to catch 166 passes for nearly 2,000 yards and 13 touchdowns through the air last season. Jacksonville is a talented young team with a Super Bowl winning coach in charge, but time will tell if they can build on last season's momentum. If everything clicks for Doug Peterson and his team in 2023, perhaps he'll get to make a return trip to the big game for a shot at a second ring. Excitement is through the roof in Detroit for 2023. While the Lions need to string a few more good seasons together before they fully restore the roar, head coach Dan Campbell certainly has everything firing on all cylinders in the Motor City. Detroit's offense could be a multi-headed monster if they even remotely do what they did last year. They scored 26 points per game and had one of the top 5 offenses in the league in 2022. This year, the Lions have all the pieces to run a balanced offensive scheme based around ball control. Rookie Jahmyr Gibbs is expected to see action right off the bat as Detroit's running back of the future. But just because the Lions want to run the football doesn't mean they won't torch teams through the air, especially since Jameson Williams is expected to be fully healthy come week 1. Williams was an absolute beast at Alabama, but tore his ACL while still in college, which caused him to miss most of his rookie season. If he can stay healthy this time around, Williams will no doubt be Jared Goff's favorite big play target to throw to this season. This team does have one glaring weakness though. their defense. There's no sugarcoating it. The Lions were flat out bad on defense last year, surrendering nearly 400 yards and 23 points per game. And it's unclear if they'll be much better this year. But if the offense can continue to generate big plays and the defense is average to above average, the Lions could very well win their first division title in 30 years and perhaps even go further. They have the potential for a very high ceiling in 2023. If you're a Dolphins fan, it might be a good idea to start praying that Tua stays healthy. He's the key to massive success in 2023. He's an extremely talented quarterback, but he missed 4 games last season due to concussions. But if he can stay on the field, he has one of the most dangerous groups of receivers in the NFL at his fingertips. Defenses are forced to play the game of pick your poison when it comes to covering Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. There are very few secondaries in the NFL, if any, with the horsepower to cover them both. Miami's defense is overshadowed by how explosive the offense is, but they're no slouch. They'll be led by 6-time Pro Bowl cornerback Jalen Ramsey, who was traded from the Rams to the Dolphins in March for a 3rd-round pick. Along with Ramsey, Xavier Howard will also be expected to be a lockdown corner in Vic Fangio's zone coverage defense. According to Pro Football Focus, the Dolphins are expected to take a bend but don't break approach to their defense. This is a considerable change to how they played defense last season under former DC Josh Boyer, who loved man-to-man coverage and frequently blitzing opposing quarterbacks. If Tua stays healthy and the big play offense is backed up by a solid defense, the Dolphins have the chance to dethrone the Bills for the AFC East crown, and perhaps more if they make it to January. It's been over half a century since the Jets won their one and only Super Bowl championship. After all, who can forget Joe Namath guaranteeing a victory over the heavily favored Baltimore Colts in Super Bowl III? But if all goes well for Aaron Rodgers and his new team, the sky's the limit. If they had been in the Big Apple last season, the Jets would have been a playoff team at the very least. But now with a defense that's poised to improve, a fiery head coach like Robert Saleh leading the way, both offense and defensive rookies of the year in Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner, and talented running back Breece Hall coming off an ACL recovery, the Jets could make some serious noise in the AFC. If Aaron Rodgers even remotely approaches above average form and the Jets' young core players make big strides, Gang Green could be a dark horse Super Bowl contender. Cowboys fans think their team's going back to the Super Bowl every year. But this year, there's a legit reason to be excited in Jerry World. Many teams would kill to be in the position Dallas is in. They have a proven franchise quarterback in Dak Prescott, a true stud wideout in CeeDee Lamb, and the 7th-ranked scoring defense in the NFL, which means they'll never be out of a ballgame. In spite of all the talent the Cowboys have, though, they've become infamous for choking away chances to get back to the Super Bowl on numerous occasions, and nearly 3 decades have passed since they won their last one in 1996. It's been a few years since the Cowboys have even won a playoff game. Dallas's last playoff win was the 2018 NFC wildcard game over the Seahawks. That's not good enough. Cowboys fans have sky-high expectations for 2023 when their team is this good on paper. And they should. Their team is one of the most successful franchises in NFL history. They have 5 Super Bowl championships. But 2 playoff wins in a decade and 27 years since their last Super Bowl win isn't cutting it for a demanding fan base that expects titles. It's been all sizzle and no steak for a long time. The goal for 2023 Cowboys is simple. Ditch the hype and find the killer instinct needed to win big games in the playoffs. If they do that, there's no reason Dallas can't win Super Bowl number 6 and move into a 3-way tie with the Patriots and Steelers for the most Super Bowl wins in NFL history. So, would one of these teams be your dark horse pick to win the Super Bowl? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed today's video, smash the like and subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching.